We're back, and today we're talking about a new manga just released on Weekly Shonen Jump. And of course, you can read this on the main official Weekly Shonen Jump app, and I recommend that you do because we already know Weekly Shonen Jump, they like to cancel manga very, very fast, especially if it's not doing those numbers. But this one is called SilentHxH Gill. As I said, it released today. I read the first chapter, I think it was like 55 pages, and we're definitely going to talk about it. The story of SilentHxH Gill takes place in a Viking world, which I think is perfect because, Vinland Saga Season 2 just ended. And, we got like a little shonen Viking manga now, right? So I think that's going to maybe get some little attention, who knows. But the story essentially follows Gill, our main character, who escapes the destruction of his own kingdom. His father, who we don't know exactly why, decided to go after his own allies, his friends, and his own people, which of course is a big bad. Now, of course, Gill was able to get away, go to an island, and he still doesn't think that his father did this because he's an evil person. He still has faith in his father. We know that his father was researching some stuff like liches that they spawn from hell, and they're setting up a little mystery regarding his father, and of course a big reason for our main character Gill to set out on his own adventure to essentially seek out the truth. Now, after reading chapter 1, which I believe was about 55 pages long, I do like it. I am going to continue reading, and of course I'm probably going to make videos every week when the new chapter releases. We just got to see what's going to happen in the future, right? I do think chapter 1 was pretty good. I don't think it did anything special. Now, I will say I do like the world setting, being set in a world like where Vikings exist. And of course, probably throwing a little fantasy into it with, liches from hell, witches. They even mention stuff like vampires. I don't know if vampires are actually going to show up, but I feel like maybe they said that because at some point they will. Who knows, right? But there is a layer of fantasy and mystical creatures here, right? I mean, heck, they even kind of mention a little bit about Ragnarok. While they didn't say Ragnarok itself, they did talk about a wolf, a serpent, and a giant, coming out of hell. So I'm guessing that's what they were talking about. Again, I don't know what direction this manga is going to go, but I do like chapter 1. I think it was a pretty good 55 pages. We just gotta wait and see what's going to happen after. Now, the main character, Gill, I do like him, but I don't think so far he's anything special. And of course, we only got 55 pages to judge our main character on, which is not really fair, right? We got to see how he's going to evolve, 6 months from now. What character developments are we going to see from our main character, Gill? I mean, what happens when he finds the truth about his father and what happened to his father? Is that going to change his character? Are we going to see some pretty good changes when it comes to his character? Because aside from that, he is like your typical shonen MC, right? He's like your Tanjiro, your Deku, your Gon, right? Where he's a genuine good person. There's no evil intent in him, right? And of course that could change. I mean, this is a Viking world, and from what I've seen in other Viking TV shows and stuff like that, the Viking world can be a cruel one. So who knows what's going to happen moving forward. Now, of course, we do have to talk about the art. I think the art looks phenomenal. The author, Ikuo Hashiya, I think he's doing a phenomenal job. Of course, I mean, it's good, right? I'm not the best artist out there. I don't know how to, see art and describe it and then say this is good art or this is bad art. But from what I've seen, I really do think it's very, very good work. And of course, I'm not saying that he needs improvement, but I could definitely see that, if the manga runs for 2 or 3 years, you could definitely see the improvement of an author. And we have seen this before with like Attack on Titan and stuff like that, where the author, the art is good when it starts out, but it just gets to that whole other level because after spending years of drawing all these different characters and practicing so much, yeah, their art is definitely going to improve. But as of right now, I think it's phenomenal. It looks absolutely great. Now, the other thing that I do like about chapter 1 is that they were setting up a lot of things for the world, right? They were setting up, of course, liches, which I'm guessing are going to be like the main villain of this arc, or maybe even the whole story that we're going to be getting here. They're from hell. Supposedly, they're trying to find these relics because they opened the gates of hell. And let me tell you right now, when it comes to opening the gates of hell, that's a big no-no. And then, of course, we have the mystery with Gil's father and why he did what he did, right? That's a whole mystery right there. So in chapter 1, they did set up some pretty good plot points that we can explore in the future. And let's hope that it actually takes off, right? Because I do like Vikings. I want to read more about, like a shonen thing about Vikings, where we're going to see some cool battles, some cool moments. And hopefully we get that. Hopefully, Weekly Shonen Jump doesn't exit like they did with Red Hood. I believe they canceled Red Hood after like chapter 18 or something like that. It was super fast. So let's hope we get at least 50 chapters. I think by 50 chapters, we're going to have a pretty good understanding of this manga, this world, and how the author is going to be moving the story forward. So, yeah, a pretty quick video. Wanted to talk about chapter 1. Let me know if you're going to read this one, what you think, or are you going to wait till, maybe 10 chapters are out for you to go in? I don't know what the rules are for manga, right? I usually just read like the major mainstream stuff like the One Piece, Demon Slayer, Jujutsu Kaisen, My Hero Academia. That's kind of what I read, right? Attack on Titan. This is the first time that I'm actually getting into like a newer series, and I don't know, right? Is there like a 3-chapter rule? Like what's going on, right? But let me know in the comments down below how you're gonna go about this one. And like always, make sure to like, subscribe, and I will see you on the next episode. Peace out, or next chapter. Peace out. Boom.